Happy Mother's Day and welcome to a special edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Adrian Atkinson. In today's show, what to expect when you're expecting and how to care for a child with special needs. But first, catch the highlights of the recently staged UNWTO's Global Conference on Jobs and Inclusive Growth. Please stay with us.
Let's get a little breeze on this land. All right. Now let's get some bounce in the rhythm. All right. Let's get some fire on our hearts. Now that is what we call all right. Run, come, get some Jamaica.
Recently, the World Tourism Organization, Government of Jamaica, World Bank Group, and the Inter-American Development Bank partnered to stage a three-day conference in Montego Bay, which saw approximately 1,500 participants and over 150 speakers joining forces to design and coordinate an international roadmap for inclusive economic and social development. Watch this.
3 days. Over 40 hours of interaction and cultural exchange, 13 concurrent sessions, 7 plenaries, 1,400 participants with over 150 speakers. It was the flagship event in recognition of the United Nations International Year of Sustainable Tourism for Development 2017.
This very monumental International Tourism Conference, today, we, the government and people of Jamaica, the World Bank Group, the IDB, and our collaborators are truly delighted to be presenting to the world the first ever global conference on job creation and inclusive growth, a public-private partnership for sustainable tourism development and growth.
From November 27 to 29, 2017, heads of state, ministers of government, representatives from international organizations, investors, stakeholders, and tourism practitioners arrived at the Montego Bay Convention Center to access and action the framework which will ensure a sustainable tourism industry globally. The conference also provided the avenue to create and reaffirm partnerships as the government of Jamaica signed 3 Memoranda of Understanding MOUs with the government of the Dominican Republic, the American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute, and the Travel Foundation. The MOUs will expand the travel sharing experiences through access to larger markets, education and training opportunities, while increasing local economic benefits. International airbed and breakfast provider Airbnb also launched their Trip Experience platform, geared towards enhancing personal visitor experience facilitated through local hosts. The platform is accessible in 40 countries.
Experiences is taking the basic concept that has existed for homes, where you can come on the platform, click on and pick a place to stay. We're now making that available for people to be able to offer a unique, authentic, iconic experience that you could only do in Jamaica and that you really could only do with a Jamaican who really understands the country.
Partners with a vision for harnessing a human resource with the capacity to address the environmental needs of the region are also providing scholarship opportunities for Caribbean nationals.
In terms of building the human resource capacity that we mentioned, one of the things that we're doing at OAS is that for the next 2 years, we have a special scholarship fund. And so what we are going to do is with that special scholarships fund, it will be focused on training and capacity building specific to disaster risk management and climate resiliency.
My organization is going to give 5 scholarships, the first 5 of a new system of scholarships, Morris Strong Legacy Scholarships, to the Caribbean region. $3,000 per student to work on the kind of issues and maybe work in your center. And for every scholarship, we're going to enroll another 20 Caribbean students in what we call our Impact Travel Resilience System.
The conference positioned Jamaica as one of the premier destinations for meetings, incentives, conventions, and events. And the warm hospitality and shared experiences were carried away as a keepsake across the seas.
There is no tolerance under the Child Care and Protection Act for physical abuse of any child. What am I saying? That a parent has no right to slap her child or his child? I don't think so. I think you can. I think there is some leeway there for discipline. But some of the abuse cases that we have seen and we have experienced, that's not discipline. That's literal hate. And if you parents can even stop sometime and think about that reason why you're going to raise your hand or that belt or that stick to hit. Sometimes it has nothing to do with what the child did, you know. It has to do with how it made you feel.
Parenting a child with special needs can be difficult, but Tamara Brown makes it look easy. Here's the story of how Tamara and her son Alex battle a birth defect called spina bifida.
Meet Alex Fraser. He's a 10-year-old student of Dunrobin Primary School in Kingston. He's just like most other boys his age. He loves to play football, hang out with his friends, and play computer games. The only major difference, he cannot walk like most other boys his age. Alex was born with spina bifida, a condition where a baby's neural tube fails to develop normally, causing damage to the spinal cord and bones of the spine. Alex's mother, Tamara Brown, has 3 other children, all of whom have no birth defects. But from Alex's birth, Tamara was determined that he would be given the same opportunities.
I want Alex to have a good education. No matter if anything happened to me tomorrow, I want him to have a good education. Can't complain, the children, the teachers, love him a lot.
It's fun having Alex around, even though sometimes it's like he's not even there. He's so quiet, he's so obedient, and he gets along well with his parents.
Parenting a child with disabilities like Alex's takes extra special loving care.
I have to make sure, go to school, eat, because Alex is a very sick child. Alex has high blood pressure, he has a kidney problem, then have to take antibiotic every day, he have to take mineral oil every day.
It means Tamara has to be at school with Alex for the entire school day on many occasions, as there are times when he doesn't have an assigned special needs assistant.
We're always here for Alex's mom and for Alex. She has been a strong parent though, doesn't complain a lot, but we have been there in support, maybe for lunch or any advice that she would need. So she has been a great parent. Alex's mother, she never gives up. She really wants the best for her child, and she should be commended for actually fighting to get the best in life for Alex. And we're happy he's a part of us.
I would like to work with computer when I grow up.
Antonika Gunter-Gale, Director of the Early Stimulation Program in the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, works closely with parents of children like Alex, especially in the early stages.
Parents, guardians, caregivers of children with disabilities face a number of issues. Financial, is one of them. When you take, for instance, sometimes a child with special needs go beyond the years of using diapers, they have to take soft food. So that means, the blending, the buying of certain food items, So there are a number of challenges, medication. You think about appointments. The child needs to go to the hearing, specialist. The child needs to go to the audiology. The child needs to go to various appointments. And it does take cash, to care on the part of the parent for persons who don't understand that this is a child with special needs and the child, act up in the public, screaming, shouting, hyperactive, a child with autism, very antisocial, not getting on like his peers. These things can really cause much stress to the parents of children with disabilities.
But you might ask, how can a regular parent afford all these expenses? And are there any existing support programs for parents of children with disabilities?
There are a number of support through the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, under which this program falls, the Early Stimulation Program. A mother, guardian, who really cannot find the wherewithal to care. You have support in terms of intervention. You have financial assistance in terms of a rehabilitation grant that is offered through the ministry for parents or guardians of children with special needs. You have the Jamaica Council for persons with disabilities that also offer support and financial assistance for, starting up your own business, advice, and, that sort of a thing. So there are a number of areas. We have the PAT program that assists with adaptive aids, such as hearing aids, walkers, wheelchairs, medication.
For parents who, like Tamara Brown, are unable to maintain regular jobs as a result of having to be with their disabled children at home or school, the Early Stimulation Program guides them to numerous entrepreneurship opportunities.
We have parents, for example, a simple thing as making soaps, different soaps, putting together, soaps that is tested and passed, approved through the Bureau of Standards, selling soaps. So we have mothers doing phone cards. We have parents doing their little craft at home, rearing chickens at home, doing eggs, So there are a number of areas while taking care of the child at home, the parent could do.
For more information, you may contact the Early Stimulation Program at 95 Hanover Street, Kingston. Call them at 922-5585. Children with special needs need extra special parents.
Every mother's experience is different. You live and you learn. First-time mother Shante Gapur sits down with us to give first-hand experiences on her journey through motherhood.
I'm Shante Gapur, mother of Liam Barrett. When I found out I was pregnant, I wasn't at all excited because I was in my final year at university. But I don't believe in abortion, and I decided that even though it's going to be a hard task, I had family and friends, and I had a wonderful support system behind me. So I decided that even though it wasn't my plan for me right now, I just had to do it. Preparation for Liam. I don't know nothing about having a child or raising a child, so not even nursery rhymes I didn't know. I had to do my research, learn nursery rhymes, and while he was in the tummy, when he was more active than he was supposed to be, I just sing those nursery rhymes to him and it would kind of soothe him down. And even now, when he's here, when he's sick or when he's uneasy, I can always sing back those nursery rhymes to him, and he's okay. While pregnant, I went to the beach, and it works now because he loves water and he loves going to the beach. So I did small things to kind of wean him into this life. The transition, it was rough because a lot of persons had high expectations for me. A lot of persons wanted me to finish college before I ventured into, you know, motherhood. But in my opinion, God always knows what he's doing, in my opinion. And it was rough. I lost a lot of friends. I lost a lot of persons who I thought were going to be behind me. Being a mother, it is a task. It is very stressful. Sometimes you honestly feel like you're going crazy, and other times you just want to hold your son and hug him up and tell him how much you love him. Right now, Liam can't talk. I wish I could understand baby language, that's all. Sometimes when he's hurting or when he's in pain, I can't really understand that, so I wish I could, you know, understand baby language. Motherhood is basically giving up yourself for the sake of your son, because you have to know, you have this whole new individual. You have to teach him how to be a man. You have to teach him right from wrong. You have to nurture him, care for him. You know, sometimes people say it takes a village to raise a child, but when the village is asleep, it's you as a mother. You're the only one that's there up with him in the nights. Patience. One of the major lessons I've learned since being a mother is patience. It takes a lot of patience to raise a child, and some persons might think that once you become a mother you automatically know everything, but no, you have to understand that, or you have to be open to the fact that you're going to be a student and a teacher at the same time. He's going to learn from me and I'm going to learn from him, and that's how it goes. To be honest, motherhood changed me 100%, because in my opinion I was on a downward spiral. I was partying, I was drinking, I was doing everything that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And when I found out that I was pregnant, all of that changed, because now, as I said before, you have to be raising and nurturing somebody else. You have to be caring for somebody else. And I didn't want to put my son's life in jeopardy. What am I looking forward to the most as Liam grows older? I'm hoping he would be just like his father, or even my father. That's all I want out of him, because his father is an amazing person and I just want him to follow in that footsteps. I just wish Liam continued to be our saving grace. Last year I lost my brother, and Liam for us has been that glue holding the family together. So I just wish he knows how much we love him and knows how much he means to us. And I wish he continued to grow into this amazing, amazing, amazing baby boy. Yeah. My advice for other expectant mothers is, do not think it is easy. Do not think motherhood is a walk in the park. It is not. You're going to need a lot of support. You're going to need friends. You're going to need your family behind you 100%. And you're going to need the stability of finances. So I just want to ensure that they have a foundation before they even consider getting pregnant, or even if it happens, to just ensure that you take it one step at a time, because it's not a walk in the park.
Mother's Day means to me a day that you show appreciation to all the mothers and what they have done for you.
For me, Mother's Day means the day that we celebrate our mothers for being exceptional throughout their years as mothers.
Mother's Day for me, it means celebrating our mothers. That one day that you can have for just you and your mother.
Mother's Day for me is the day that I'm reminded that my mother means so much and so much more to me.
Mom, I love you. I love you with all my heart. You are my rock, my joy, and my disciplinarian.
My special message from my mother is that I just want to thank you for being my best friend.
For my mother and my grandmother, happy Mother's Day. I salute you both. You have been my tower of strength throughout my life. Happy Mother's Day to my mother and grandmother, and mommy and grandma, I really appreciate you.
Have you ever given thought as to ways in which you can honor your parents? Here are some simple ways in which you can do so. Seek their wisdom, lean on them for understanding, and seek their input when faced with major decisions. You may be surprised at how much clarity you can get with that one-on-one discussion. Give your parents sincere compliments. Tell them when they're doing a good job. Ignore your phone during dinner or family meetings, unless there's an emergency, of course. It's important to give undivided attention when sharing intimate moments. Honor your parents. Show them that they matter.
Sunday is a family day. We like cook together, talk, share ideas, and help each other. We reason about things.
I spend quality time with my family every day.
It is very important because at the end of the day, you have children around you and you have to show them that, okay, this is the foundation, this is the way it's supposed to be.
They keep the family together and in line, you know, and especially with the boys.
country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe that we can make a change and spread a belief of hope across our country. I believe that we can join our hands and make a difference in Jamaica. I believe, I
Thanks for watching another edition of Jamaica Magazine. Do join us again tomorrow when we'll do this all over again. Please send your feedback on today's show to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. Also follow us on our social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, and of course Twitter. Download our app on your Apple and Android devices. And you can also visit our website, jis.gov.jm, for more information. On behalf of the entire production crew, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for watching and happy Mother's Day.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.